Welcome back.
We're back to Cat Girls.
The dice decided once again
I rolled the dice and
we need. Sorry.
And I swear I didn't do this on purpose.
Nerds.
We need more Cat Girls. Let's begin.
Nerds.
The dice is a fucking weirdo.
Oh hey.
Nerd.
Oh hey, Sugar's talking.
Regarding this situation, I want to respect Chocola and Vanilla's intentions. If Chocola and Vanilla agree with it, then I'll come and get them.
No, do it anyways.
Was what she told... Oh, wait.
Okay. Was what she told me when I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think Chocola and Vanilla will.
I forgot about that.
I love how Cashew thinks in 1800 British person, but speaks in modern day farmer.
Those girls seem pretty okay with being trapped in cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
By the way, Nii-sama, would you whisper this morning sweet nothings to your little sister? What the fuck?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sugar's a pervert.
Oh.
Everyone in this fucking game is a goddamn pervert.
Oh.
Well, it is an H game with all the H scenes taken out. Literally.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something.
Not point out that, don't make it sound like you want me to,
In
screw
any
you.
case...
Cut to the sexual intercourse.
Father's calling me.
Sorry,
see
Mike,
that
that's
dropping
taken
pain
out of
on
this
his
version.
penis.
We'd have to download the patch.
No, okay.
Then we get taken down by YouTube.
Talk to you later.
Ah, wait, Shigure.
Click, beep, beep, beep.
Oh, that bitch hung up on me. Seriously. As the ruthless electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought I could sort all this out if I could just talk to Shigure.
Breakfast tastes good. Master's breakfast always tastes good, meow. Chocolate, there's some ketchup on your cheek.
Y button?
It's cutely artistic. I lick it off, slurp, slurp.
Slurp,
slurp,
slurp.
slurp, slurp.
Vanilla,
You're...
I already said everyone's a pervert.
What the...
What did you do?
That was supposed to be like her licking stuff up. I failed at sound effects.
The cat girls in... Oh, wait. The cat girls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches.
But where were they stuffing the sandwiches?
These
And their
sandwiches
vaginas!
incidentally
pervert.
contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce.
I was being subtle.
What is
you
this, Higurashi?
non-subtle bastard.
With an over-easy fried egg tucked inside all of that, it was a simple meal.
Oh, their
Breakfast
mom
was
is
pretty
easy.
much like this.
Their mom is over easy.
You two are definitely going home today, okay?
Oh, is it now fun having chocolate and vanilla around, Master? Alright, we don't have to voice act this.
Chocolate, okay. It's a lot of fun, With chocolate, it's a world-class level of fun. Master was really looking forward to it last night, too.
Oh, God.
What did you say? Stop with delivery.
Stop with the deliberately misleading words.
Thank you.
I sighed at the happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. These eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward.
Well, they're easy to care for.
Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl.
Just like real people and cats.
In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today, I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery something or other. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. But not my home. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand.
Why was that important?
Will chocolate be around? Cause problems for Master?
She put her sandwich down on her plate. And just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly.
Oh,
I
her
see.
ears-
So that's how it really is.
Her ears drooped.
Aw.
Her shoulders drooped more than before.
Yes,
Really?
that's what's drooping.
Her boobs drooped.
The ears which sat atop her head drooped downheartedly too.
Chocolate. Oh.
Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern,
Aww. Poor cat girl.
much due to her lack of personality. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup, as my emotions dulled unimpeded by my judgment.
Is this written by DeviantArt?
Ah.
Probably.
Besides, Chocolate wants to be with Master.
If you know
Her
what I
usually
mean.
perky ears were drooping. Chocolo was speaking clearly under her own volition.
Is this guy voiced by Dan Green?
Maggie, if you want to take
Oh.
Take it
If
on here.
Chocolate is here, then I am too, because I have no will of my own.
Women can't think.
No, only vanilla women can't think.
Chocolate woman can think then. Got it.
This makes you guys sound so racist. I think I want to be here too.
Wait,
Against ice cream?
Yes.
clearly, okay, so thinking that women deserve no rights is clearly racist.
Yep.
I don't know about sexism, but like...
Well, I mentioned chocolate women, so that's when
Yeah.
race showed up. Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change.
Noted.
However, she showed me her strong determination to
With that
follow the leader.
Paul,
Yes.
they're both white.
Oh my god, Mike.
I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient.
Well, they're cats.
That thought stayed at the back of my mind.
Are we speciest?
Yes.
But if I was going to be swayed by that, what do you think I've been doing this whole time? Then I wouldn't have said this. That. Understood?
Ding dong.
Now I want to see a version of Forrest Gump where Bubba Gump Shrimp like mails 2 cat girls to his house.
Yeah.
There was a ring.
And then they
at the
faded
door.
out of existence. And
Oh.
so did I.
Oh no, where am I going?
Oh, we're at the bakery.
Who wants to be tableware seller?
Mike.
What?
Tableware seller, do it.
Oh no.
I'm with Royal Wood. Thank you very much for your business. I'm here to deliver the tea set that you ordered. I'll bring it on to the bakery. This should be all the boxes. If everything looks to be in order, could you please sign into this
Why does
invoice?
this character have so many lines?
She smiled and brightly brought out the invoice along with a pen. Okay, let's see. I looked over the sales invoice I received once more. I better refuse this. Somehow, this doesn't look like what I ordered. No, tableware seller, come back.
I'll be back.
Oh god. Oh, what's
Something's happening.
happening? What's going on?
No, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but... I looked over the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain! It was as if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes.
That sounds like a Junji Ito.
As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
What the fuck?
use this order. Accept this order. How? From all this? A mountain of cardboard boxes towered over everything. I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them up. It's like Christmas. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see that they all contained expensive tea sets and tableware. Christmas for white people. And if I accepted it all, it would be a lot of work to deal with all the new items. There's still things that need doing in advance of my bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these, but it's gonna take a while to deal with all of this.
Oh my god.
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. But to have it re-delivered would take double the effort, too. How?
Ah! Oh
You
no!
involved me.
Gee.
Action lines. That's right, I have a lifeline.
Meow meow. What is it? Tableware seller.
Just when you thought your duty
God
was
damn it.
done.
You've really scathed me, cat girls.
Oh shit.
Back. Oh,
Whoops.
oh no.
What am I doing? What's
What
happening?
are you doing?
Oh god.
Back. Good.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Well then, I'll be on my way.
And we never saw Mike again.
You could probably hit the enter key.
You never saw Mike. I'm Spinny Lionheart.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. Time for a beer.
Yeah.
I glanced at the tableware we had finished organizing.
You want one?
No.
Alright.
Lowered myself into a chair and relaxed my shoulders. Bounce.
Oh my god.
Bounce.
Here's some cold tea. Please enjoy it.
Thanks, Chocola. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived.
Oh no.
Some stuff happened. I did say I needed any help I could find. And I really did need help this time. How?
Gee.
Praise me, praise me, praise me, praise me.
Notice me so hard.
You alright?
Yeah.
Cool.
I could sense the praise me aura coming from Chocola.
I wonder how.
She had a wide smile on her face because I read the text. And was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you two.
Yay! Vanilla, Master is praising us. Yeah, yahoo!
God.
Yes, yes, it was worth it. Watching from the shadows, you did well. Oh, God.
Chocolate was helpful, right? Master? Right?
Why did she look angry? Not anymore, but she did.
It's difficult for Master to work alone after all. Nah, nah.
Yes, yes, assistance from a cat girl is definitely effective.
I told you about that. Thanks. I told you about that slave labor thing, right?
Yeah.
Why, if we weren't here, I imagine you'd still be sorting boxes.
Hey, you
That
two are getting a
animation.
bit too drunk.
They lean towards me for emphasis.
It is true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem. But that's a different issue than the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay?
Is that so? Chocolate guesses it's no use then.
Those animations, oh my god.
Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail.
Really? It still seems pretty up there.
Yeah.
Be consistent.
Is it like... at a 180-degree angle at all times?
I don't know.
Does she always have a wedgie? Like, permanently? The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened.
And once again, Vanilla just kind of standing there, doing nothing.
Since we're here anyways, Chocolate guesses she'll go clean up.
You sound like Toad from the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
I thought he sounded like he's from Teen Girl Squad.
She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected.
Chocolate is an idiot! I knew she was pushing herself to be right and full of energy. But even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about.
Man, that cashew's just got schizophrenia.
I have a crush on every boy.
It was all the more with how much she cared for me. Wow, what came over me those last few seconds?
Is it that much of a bother for us to be here, Master? Are we bad cat girls?
I told you to go home and you didn't,
Get the spray
assholes.
bottle.
She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question.
Yeah.
You two aren't bad cat girls, and that's why I can't have you stay here.
We can't stay even though we aren't bad?
It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it.
You won't allow the city to corrupt his innocent cat girls.
I don't need cat girl hookers.
He won't. Neil Breen won't.
She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart.
He's trying to peer inside something.
She stared directly at me, long and hard.
Humans are too hard to understand. Cat girls do not understand such things. Girl, you don't even know.
Spoonie, the best part was the delay.
Yeah.
If we like a human, we want to be near them. At the very least, that's how I feel.
Vanilla.
I will go check on Chocolate.
What's worse than trying to attract a woman?
With
Trying to
those
attract a
words, she
woman
went
is a
upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long, I couldn't hear them anymore.
Women are predictable and impossible. Cats are flat out impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had just said to me. This is fanfiction writing.
This is
Yeah.
an anime.
Fan fiction.
Now that I think about it, that's a
Fading
pretty
flames
inconsistent
of
way of
people's
thinking, isn't it?
Suppressed desires.
Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. It must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh?
Get to sleep all day.
I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the
I've been
window.
for you.
With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier.
And women who do.
Let's just say
The
the
cup
cup
broke
broke
by
itself.
itself.
They
Oh,
pushed it
boy.
off the counter, those assholes.
We could be playing Resident Evil 2 right now.
Yeah. We don't
Oh
got
God,
time.
we need to.
We don't got time for that.
Ain't no
Guys.
time for that shit.
We need a collective week off in February
Hmm.
to stream Resident Evil 2.
I need a collective week off in every week.
Just
Yeah,
in a general
same.
sort of way.
Yes.
Oh man,
I
Paul,
could take a
you're gonna
year
get a better
off.
job eventually,
Maybe.
Fernande.
That'd be...
The takoyaki seller isn't here today.
What a shame.
Maggie, are you legitimately emotionally invested in these bitches?
These bitches.
I'm just voice acting.
Okay. You're doing a good
Just
job.
like
Thank you.
yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found.
It was on the other side of town.
It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two cat girls home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind.
At home.
Oh, of course.
So, to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home.
I am shopping.
Eh?
Sorry,
I
Vanilla.
am riding on a bus.
It took all day. I could only buy one item at a time.
What was it called? Catnip?
The nip. That sounds about right.
That isn't the right word at all. Don't do drugs. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit?
Ah, okay. Maybe a little bit. Ah, no. Chocolate is fine. Sorry to worry you, Master.
I'm never going to get tired of your voice. There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her.
She's coming down off that nip.
Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit?
In any case, I'll go buy us something to drink.
And not be in the scene.
Yep.
Ah, thanks. Something for everyone who's not in the scene. Bye.
Yeah.
Understood. Leave it to me.
I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola.
It's a Coca-Cola.
Aww.
The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
Chocolate will go home.
E.T. go home? Her voice was so quiet I wasn't quite sure if I heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head.
Is it alright if Chocolate calls you sometimes, Master?
I charge by the minute. Yeah.
Would it be alright to go visit you as well, Master?
I charge by the hour. Yeah.
Master, will you be sure to think about us every day?
You send me money.
Is it right for Chocolate to still call you Master? Even if Chocolate is far away from you?
I'd rather you do that far away. Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. Also, I think her voice always sounds strained.
Yep.
I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will.
Master! Chocolate is sorry, Master!
I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocola's head as gently as I could.
You really are kind, aren't you, Master?
I don't really think I'm kind at all. I tried to kick you out at least 7 times.
You said the same thing before, didn't you, Master?
Oh, she's doing the kitty face.
Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled.
Yeah. Do you remember when Chocolate and Vanilla were taken home by Master and Shigure-san?
I try to forget. Why, of course I remember that.
Oh, we're flashing back.
It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road.
Oh, poor babies.
They were still so young they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced the small, cold bodies
You pervert.
and took them home with me. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew.
Oh, jeez.
In the beginning, you two couldn't get used to things at home.
We were scared back then because we were in an unfamiliar house with people and cackles we didn't know.
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
Yes, we really did make her worry.
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past.
Do you remember when Chocolate and Vanilla had a fever too?
I definitely do remember that.
It's another.
It was a few days after we brought Chocola and Vanilla home.
Aww,
At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water.
they're so cute. Look at them.
And as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold water had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
Poor babies.
No one had realized in that night. But we felt so much pain, anguish, and loneliness. We couldn't speak or move our arms or legs at all. All we could do was cry, as we kept hoping for someone, anyone, to come and save us. And then
Mike's just kind of off doing his own thing, isn't
Yeah.
I don't know which voice to read this in.
he? It's alright. I'm with
It's
you
alright.
too.
I'm here with you too, so don't worry.
with your big, warm hands, you gently rubbed our head, Master. You kept saying, "Don't worry,"
Don't worry.
as you stayed by our side and continued to stroke and comfort both chocolate and vanilla. When morning came, you took us to the hospital. You were always by our side. We felt so anxious and helpless. It felt like it was all just lies to us. Back then, you said the same thing. That you didn't think you were being kind. But if Master hadn't saved us, chocolate and vanilla wouldn't be here now.
And
We have to go back.
Back then, if Master wasn't by our side, we still wouldn't be able to trust anyone. Thanks to Master, we were able to eat again. We were able to become friends with Shigure and everyone else. That's why, from that day forward, Master became Chocolate's master.
How is your voice enjoying this monologue?
It was that day forward that Chocolate began loving her kind master. You know.
You sound like an effeminate Yoda.
I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
That's why when Chocolate hears that Master won't be around anymore, Chocolate couldn't do anything else but want to go with Master. So Chocolate begged Shigure-chan.
Oh my god.
This is the musical episode of Nekopara.
Oh boy.
This is the actual scene. Cashew got up and started singing.
Yeah.
He pulled the guitar out from behind the bench.
This suddenly became a musical.
Yep. Oh,
I think you need to continue.
Now we're gonna see how far this goes.
It's like,
So our last episode of this got like what 20 views or so.
Yeah.
Last time you checked. This might get 45.
Yeah. Alright.
God damn it! I gotta do a blister on top of my old one.
We're so gentle and so warm, so warm. But Matt should start voice acting.
but there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocola. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
Chocolate guesses cat girls don't really understand when it comes to money and other complex things.
Yeah, economics, sir.
Still, I believe in Trump's tax cuts.
Getting all political.
Moving on.
No matter what, Chocolate wants to be by Master's side. When Master is having a tough time, was in trouble, somehow Chocolate just knows. Chocolate just somehow does. Whether it's cleaning, doing the laundry, or cooking, Chocolate would do anything to help.
I trust you to do none of these things.
Even if Chocolate can't do it properly right now, Chocolate will absolutely make sure that she'll be able to do things right someday. That's why, would it be okay to ask for one more favor?
One more thing.
Chocolate wants to be with Master.
In bed.
Chocolate voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocolate, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts which were ready to overflow.
Right, this game doesn't have H scenes.
She yearned for me so earnestly.
So earnestly.
For her to be so For her to so innocently believe in me. There should be no reason for me to be against it besides common sense.
Yeah.
That day, Chocolate and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of something. You two are important to me, after all.
Back here.
Hey, Vanilla!
Oh, fuck, where'd you come from?
We are cat girls, so we are honest with ourselves.
Where's my drink? My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla and the screen panning.
God damn it, Vanilla. Did you forget the gin and tonic again?
Vanilla, you useless lesbian.
Vanilla had returned at some point without my drink. And she looked straight at me as she sat at Chocola's side without my drink.
For me, as long as it's fun, I'm fine being with Chocolate, if you know what I mean. Even if there are hardships, I think I'm fine being with Chocolate. You have a sister complex.
Yeah.
After all, it's much more lonely and painful when we can't be together.
Vanilla.
Where's my drink? If we really love you, then even if it's troublesome, we want to be with you. That's the reason we want to be with you. That was really difficult to read for some reason.
Yeah.
Stuff like whether we'd be happy or not. Oh god, now I have to do all the talking.
Yep.
Even though you're our master, don't you think it's wrong?
Why are you moving the mouse like it's a sing-along?
Are you trying to help me?
No, I'm trying to pace it with your cadence to make it like a sing-along.
Okay. I thought you were trying to help me read it. Besides,
I was when I was like underlining to try and help, but then it's like, no, I don't care.
Besides, when a person important to us is in trouble, that's more reason for us to want to be by their side. We don't know what we can do, but in tough times we can at least be by your side to cheer you up. That we can do.
It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile
Had forgotten my drink.
had forgotten my drink. These uncharacteristic words from Vanilla and failure to do common chores deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart.
Something's penetrating something.
I love how Cashew is now an alcoholic.
That is probably why Shigure let us follow you, Master. Since Shigure can't go with you, she asked us to go in her stead, Master. That's why if Master really cares about us, Master, I believe we should be with you, Master. Oh, this lifted my spirits.
Mike, I'm gonna ask a favor if you could just like tone it down at least when Maggie's speaking.
Okay.
No offense, you are just a little soft spoken.
I know.
Yeah. I'm just
There was
worried that
not
we can't hear you.
Yeah.
even the faintest bit of hesitation or alcohol. They were such honest and abrupt, absolutely straightforward words.
Yet still no drink.
Who am I to dictate Chocola and Vanilla's happiness? Only those words continue to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty, just like my glass.
Even if we lived a worry-free life, we would hate it if Master wasn't around. No matter how difficult, Chocolate wants to be together with Master. That's why Chocolate begs you to allow us to be by your side, Master. This is where Chocolate wants to be.
She was on the verge of tears, but Chocola's face lit up. They were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Let's look at the sky. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to cat girls, huh?
You don't know the half of it.
Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do.
Master,
Does
does that mean?
It won't be like it was back at home, got it? You can't just live here wherever you like, got it?
Now where's that damn drink?
Yes, that wouldn't be a problem. Chocolate is happy as long as Master is here with her.
Master's happy as long as he's got his beverage.
Well, well. Master has finally surrendered. Teehee. Sometimes people will say they hate what they actually love, right? Having trouble reading.
The dreary
today.
moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile.
Oh, they're so happy. Look at them.
Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was very simple.
Chocolate and vanilla now, arguing over who they sleep with. It is now a let's play now. Waiting for the next voice actor. Who is gonna look and read? Who is gonna be the chocolate or the vanilla? La 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 la.
Alright.
Lolly?
Although I thought it was immature, perhaps cat girls are more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
Now where's that damn drink?
Of course,
Chocolate.
Chocolate, it's all right. Even if we don't have fatty tuna for dinner every night, just occasionally is good enough.
Why can't we not
For me,
be sober?
for me, A4 grade is fine as long as it's Matsuzaki beef.
I'll just do what I do when I can't read and just go massa da 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 da.
Fatty meat is the best.
How close are we here to the end of chapter 1?
I think we're pretty close.
Okay.
I need to go to bed at some point.
Yeah, my hope is to complete chapter 1.
Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain, I lovingly rubbed their heads, disheveling their hair.
Are we done?
Now we gotta look at the
my
sky again.
Please? God damn it!
Alright, why don't we look at the sky one more time?
Oh, no. Do we
Alright.
have another scene?
Why don't we head back home and get that damn drink?
Why is that? Aren't you done with shopping already?
I didn't get a drink. We have to go buy that shampoo you guys like, don't we?
And a drink.
Oh, Master is so cool. While we're at it, let's buy some matzahs of beef.
No. Well, today is a celebration, so why not?
Yay! A celebratory party!
Oh God, Master is so generous, as expected of our master.
Just this once, okay? This was the beginning to a bright new life.
Please be the end of this
And
chapter.
together with the happy and high-spirited Chocola and Vanilla, with no adjectives, we took the first steps towards it.
But they were drinking steps. steps were dry, much like my glass. Oh!
Bloop. Oh, we get the opening.
Oh, we get
movie.
the opening. Stop the guitar. We have to listen to this amazing opening. And I just looked at my computer.
No! God damn it, fuck you.
That's an inside joke. Oh!
you forgot?
No, it took me a minute until I looked at my computer.
Was it on like autoplay?
That's on my favorite, so I would not forget that.
Yeah.
Piece.
Yay.
Yay.
Chibi stuff. Oh, look at these characters. We won't actually know until, like, volumes later.
You mean like they don't show up or they don't get character development?
They don't get character. They show up. And we get to know, like, their general character concepts, but I don't think they actually play a role until, like, much later. Volume 1's really just about Chocolate and Vanilla.
Aw, look at them. They're so cute. Oh!
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah!
Hi there!
That's an H scene.
Please tell me those were soap suds.
You didn't even notice the fact that they didn't have nipples?
Women can't have babies without semen.
I'm just overlooking that part, because it's anime.
Yeah. What?
Aww.
Man, look at all this character development we probably won't get until
What is going on?
way later. Yay! And that's
That
the
was-
end.
That was the prologue.
Oh my god, are you serious? 2 episodes?
Yay! Master! We're gonna end
Get the fuck out of my house.
this episode.
We're
See you all
trying
next
to.
time.
Bye, everybody.
Did I get a drink yet?
Oh my god.